For today's video, we're going to look at the Apostle Andrew. Now, Andrew is the brother of Peter, and Peter takes more of the spotlight typically in the Gospels, and we don't get to hear as much from Andrew or see as much from the life of Andrew. However, he's still there, and he's still important to the greater group of the people around Jesus. And Andrew does some interesting things. He's the one who brings Peter to Jesus, along with some other people. He's the one that says there's a boy with 5 loaves and fish. And so he kind of pops up every once in a while with some really important impacts to other people's lives or the greater story of the gospel. And so the lesson that we can take away from Andrew is that you can be bold, you can be effective, you can be passionate about your faith without being the person in the spotlight. We talked a lot about leadership with Peter. Well, Andrew led, but maybe more from the background. He had an impact on people's lives that impacted even more people beyond what he could do. But he did it in a very humble way, in a way that maybe not other people noticed or even knew about. And so the takeaway that we need to have is that if we're going to be people that make an impact, it can't always be about us. There's a time for us to be in front of people. There's a time for us to take a prominent position of leadership. But there's also a time for us to sit back, to lead from the background, and to lead in humility, and maybe in a way that we never get recognized for. So let's keep our central focus today and every day on being leaders, on being people who influence others for Jesus, but not always in a way that brings the spotlight onto us, but in a way of humility and in a way that we're going to make a difference no matter what, whether we get the recognition or not.